Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with a very quick update right here on the MCP bidding, specifically around the Tokidoki Golden Dragon. That drop was crazy today, and we actually got a tweet from Veve telling us some information that we all want. I have a little bit of feedback I want to give as well, a suggestion for the bidding on future drops, at least at some point in the future, and to share a few more ideas and thoughts with you right here. So if you do like the vid, make sure you hit like and make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think about how MCP bidding is going so far. I have seen some initial feedback that is really interesting, but did you land this one as well? I did not. I actually did not bid on this one. I thought the chances for me were a little bit, too tough to go through. I also wanted to see how it would happen, how it would go. And I'm still building my MCP, right? For sure, right? So here's the tweet that went out. And this is really great of Veve to do this. This just happened. This is February the 9th. Shout out to everyone who got lucky on the drop today with the dragon, of course. And if you did, congratulations. That gold dragon's amazing. And of course, the regular version looks awesome as well. MCP priority bidding fun fact. So this is information they're sharing with us now, which is what everyone was asking for today, like this morning while this drop was happening. Average successful bid was 42,000 points. So people had to spend upwards of that to get the bid on this drop. Now, that is with the 40% allocation. So in case you don't know how it works, or in case you're unsure a little bit, 40% of the drop, goes to people who bid. And the people who get the highest bids with MCP points have the best chance of landing it, right? So my whole thing was making sure that the people who do bid high beat the people who bid low. You don't want somebody bidding 20,000 points and not getting it when someone bids 15,000 points and do get it. So there was a bit of confusion around that this morning, but it's been clarified a lot that the people who do get it, because right here, it says right here, lower bidders who were able to secure a reservation were in the remaining 60% of the slots. So you didn't have, this is from Veve, they're saying you didn't have somebody bid 15,000 and lose out to someone who bid 5,000. That is crucial and very important. So if you do bid high, you won't lose out to someone who's bidding lower points than you. So the interesting thing about this is that we won't know how many points at a maximum, or what is the top. We won't know that. There's no place to see it. If you're on eBay, you can see bids. You can actually just jump ahead and battle like on the spot. So right here, we won't know how many points, so you're going to have to just kind of guess it. I'd like it if we could actually see the highest level, because that would be great. We know it's going to be high, but that is really amazing to get this information right here. So there's more fun ways coming up. Now, I did have a suggestion I wanted to put out right here, just because I think more people are wanting to actually land these and using bids. So here's a little suggestion for Veve, to think about over time. And I want to know what you think. You guys give me your feedback on this if you agree with me. But I do think they should increase the bidding to 60% of the drop as opposed to 40%. Now that they've run through this in the early stages here, I really do think that more people bidding, having them win more, I think would be more beneficial for, the community. I'm seeing that kind of sentiment right now, after these last few drops, specifically this one, people who did bid, maybe 15, 20,000 points, weren't successful, and they were confused about it. It caused some issues where people were like thinking that they got outbid by people who bid lower than them. There was a little bit of conversation about that, a bit of worry about that. Veve's now confirmed, of course, that this is what they're saying, is that you did not get beat by someone who put less points than you. Those people got it in the 60%, which is for everyone. Anyone who doesn't bid is in that 60%. I think they should swap it. And I really do think they should add more to the MCP points. Now, they may not want to do this immediately. They could do it in the future, but I think more people winning when they bid, I think, is important for sure. And then, like, people will choose not to bid if they want. I did not use MCP on this one. If you don't have tons of MCP, I wasn't going to spend a whole ton on this particular drop. I'm waiting for, drops that are like in my fandom that I really want to go after. So I'm going to be smart about that while I build MCP. That was what I did today, but I know people did spend. Now, if you didn't land it, you didn't spend your MCP, right? So that's the other thing. Make sure that when you're doing these drops, that you make sure you look at your MCP total, okay? And then you do the drop and bid and whatever, and then look at it right after. If your points are gone and you landed it, that means you got it on the bidding process. If you landed it and your points are the same, that means you fell into that 60%, which is allocated for everyone else. So we'll see what they do, but I'd like them to up it. And I don't have a ton of MCP, but I'm seeing the community here, and I really want to know what you think about that. Now, the other thing is I'm doing a poll question right now on my X page. This is February the 9th. Head over there. It's only on for another couple hours. How many points did you spend on today's drag and drop? 47% right now. We're at the 5,000 to 10,000. Over 20,000, that's 30%. Those are the two. So you either went high or you just went minimum. So that's really interesting. Good things to know about whatever. So if they open it up more and give 60% of the drop to MCP, we'll see more of the people in the lower end here, get actually, the drop. And, this is good for people who don't have a lot of MCP. They'll participate more. Well, this is what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. Now, if you want to check out my video I just did a couple days ago about building your MCP, I'll put a link to it in the description as well. This is my thoughts and about how important it is to really focus on this area now. And, we're not even talking about the amount of OMI that was burned, right? So this is really quite fascinating. But thanks, Veve, for putting this out. This is really key information, and they did it in a timely manner. I thought I'd share it to you right there. You can find it on their X page. And we'll see what develops from this as time goes on. But it's a very, very amazing system that seems to be working really well. And we're just answering some questions right here. And as long as Veve keeps putting out a tweet like this with the average points that were spent on that drop, it's good info. We can record this. We can take that info into the next drop. And then you'll have better education and information about what you need to do on some of these big drops. If they drop a giant IP at a scarce level, you're going to see a minimum of 42,000 points, probably rise much higher. So that's really good information for us. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next one, and happy collecting.